Ahead of the Congress huddle on polls, the leaders have, remember, started arriving. There are reports coming in of rumblings in Jharkhand Congress. After poor showing in Lok Sabha polls, there is a buzz in the Jharkhand Congress camp over leadership change. Niyamika continues to be with us on the broadcast. Niyamika, as we know, and you've been telling us that during this meeting, the performance of the states will be reviewed and future strategies are going to be discussed. Well, the Congress party looks like on an emergency basis perhaps will take up the case of Jharkhand, where there is buzz. They need a change in the leadership. That's what the workers there are saying.
Yes, after the general election results, the Congress High Command had constituted the fact-finding committees to review the performance of the Congress party in these important states, which also includes Jharkhand. And in that particular scenario, a meeting was being called by the Congress General Secretary in charge, K.C. Venugopal, where the senior leaders of Jharkhand Congress were also being present here. And in that particular meeting, a lot of leaders had raised a demand that there should be a change in the leadership of the Jharkhand Congress, as they have mentioned it clearly that because of the ticket distribution which is not being done in a proper manner during the general elections, the Congress party has failed to perform really well in the state, and for that reason now they had also demanded that not just the PCC president but a lot of questions were also being raised upon the in charge of Jharkhand Congress, and that was the reason why there is a crisis which can clearly be seen with a leadership crisis which is there in the Jharkhand Congress. We have also spoken to several of the sources within the Congress party who are also being present there in that particular meeting.
So that meeting, that huddle is going to start. That meeting is being held to discuss future strategies, to review the performance of the states. Meanwhile, reports coming in of rumblings in the Congress camp in Jharkhand. And what is happening in Jharkhand? Why is it happening? Let's explain to you. There is crisis in Jharkhand Congress ahead of the meeting that we were just talking about, getting you updates. Crisis in Jharkhand ahead of the assembly elections. The performance during the Lok Sabha elections is something that is being discussed in Jharkhand, and there's a demand there should be a change in leadership. So while there's crisis in the Jharkhand Congress, there are voices coming to fore from the leaders of Jharkhand. There should be some change, a shake-up in terms of leadership of the state, of the Congress Jharkhand leadership. After poor showing in Lok Sabha polls, there is a buzz over leadership change. Looks like this is going to be yet another headache for the Congress party. According to sources, anger against State Congress President Rajesh Thakur. This is, of course, what we are picking up from our sources. Congress leaders seek removal of the state in charge Ghulam Ahmad Mir as well. So they want the top leadership in Jharkhand to be changed. Congress's internal report suggests Congress is confident of win on only 6 seats. This is the internal report. Congress State Party President's meeting scheduled for Tuesday. So a meeting, of course, is going to take place, which we are just talking about, getting updates from Niyamika about, and perhaps this will be discussed as well. A very quick break. With that, news and updates will continue.